What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, TV shows, and let's talk about the new Netflix documentary, Jailbreak, Love on the Run. So this tells the story of Vicky White and Casey White, unrelated, just same last names. True story, absolutely true story that happened in 2022. I still remember this happening. I remember watching it unfold in the news, and it was crazy when you were watching it unfold in real time. And I remember thinking to myself, "This is gonna be a movie." Now, this might not be a movie. This is a documentary, but a movie's coming. But Casey is an inmate who is being tried for serious crimes, one of them being murder or attempted murder or something like that. But anyway, he's doing hard time. And Vicky is one of the corrections officers. In fact, she's very high up. She's one of the top people in the jail. And a romance begins between Casey and Vicky. And after some time, Vicky breaks him out of jail and they go on the run to live happily ever after. Now, if you know the news, you know that that doesn't happen. But this documentary did a very good job of using the sources at their disposal to tell this story. That includes security footage, that includes news clips, but probably first and foremost, that includes recorded conversations between the two on their phones. This is a documentary that was told from the perspective of their phone recordings. Obviously, you've got the people who knew them, especially the people who knew Vicky. They're kind of acting as the narrators. You've got former inmates, and you've got other corrections officers who are kind of acting as the narrators of the documentary. But we are given insight into conversations that happen between the two of them because another narrator is the recorded phone conversations. And man, this was a weird relationship. It's just a weird relationship. When you're able to take back that veil and peer into what was actually being said and what was taking place between these two, it was weird. Was it genuine? I don't know, maybe. Maybe he wasn't using her. Maybe he loved her. I don't know. It seems like that when you listen to the conversations, but then you also have to understand this guy is a master manipulator. He's been manipulating people his whole life, as most criminals are. Most criminals are really good manipulators. So was he manipulating her? Did he love her? I don't know the answer to that. But you had some inmates that were interviewed for this documentary who said, yeah, I think he loved her. And I think their plan was to live happily ever after. Of course, you've got the corrections officers in this documentary who are like, yeah, you know what? He took advantage of her. Either way, this is a crazy story. One of those things that's stranger than fiction. And, if it didn't happen, you wouldn't believe that it happened. But it did. So just a weird story. And I felt this documentary did a good job of telling us what happened. So from a documentary standpoint, documentaries are supposed to tell a story. And this does that. So I thought it was well done. I'm waiting for the movie to come out, the actual adaptation. But until then, this was a decent enough. This was a decent enough way to tell that story, but just a weird story. And you walk away from this thinking, all right, you get him. You understand where he was coming from. She was his shot. She was his shot at freedom. Where was she coming from? She was just a weird gal. To allow herself to be used like that, and if she did fall in love with him, to allow herself to fall in love with someone under that circumstance, she was a weird gal. So, I don't know, my take on it. Let me know what you thought of Jailbreak, Love on the Run in the comments below. While you're down there commenting, subscribe to my channel. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.